Hello everyone, my name is Adam Twilight, this is Hex Mania, and welcome back to Danganronpa, where Sakura's dead, and now we gotta investigate, so finding out who's killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Just do it! Better check out the Monokuma file. Beginning with Sakura Agami, time to abduct is estimated to be around 12 noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor. Strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside the rec room, which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So the door was blocked from the inside, and there's no way in or out until we break the window. There's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is like a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you can see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies, books, or whatever. But could it really happen in real life, and right before our eyes like this? I'd be curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails. Sure, if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there's always 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits this crime, then through some sort of special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking, quote-unquote, of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There's a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see what it was, right? The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that. But in this case, that doesn't need to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think I could probably cross that one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's it. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't a locked room at all. Not a locked room? By that, I mean there's actually an alternate escape route with somewhere within the room. See this in a lot of novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 cases seems most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death must stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery, and you concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super obsessed when she found out just Jack how to tag me, right? So after we left their nervous office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So I gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took that entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I want Sakura to have a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina? Okay. There's a blood splatter all the way over there. Let's say that magazine gets trial must have comes from Sakura, right? But it doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Shards of glass scattered around the chair. Glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? Must have been originally a bottle. Oh, there's something on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Sakura drew her last breath, sliding slowly forward. Below the head. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can still see a trace of her blood on the blood on her lips, that's for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? And hadn't suffered any other injuries. I mean, she knew about the poisons in the chem lab. She could have poison could have happened. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya? However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay. They already know who did it! Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro, it has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked me all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She told me not to worry, and that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible to have regrets, I know. But the fact she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked him to come to the rec room at noon at the same time, place she ended up dying, might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Kyoko, you got anything to say? But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type to go down without a fight. She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. I just noticed this. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance. Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I want to take that to heart if I were you. I know! Still the protein can. Got a label that says Chem A2. Chem Lab, yeah. But that's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can. Shards of light blue glass. There must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does it matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of that. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Yeah, okay. Alright, Byakuya, confirm your story. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay. The chair. There was no reason to think the chair had anything special onto it. Good to know, good to know. Oh! Must have wanted those figures. How do they get those figures inside the bottles? It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the place inside. You never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Sitting on the shelf. On a figure found on the ground. Shards of glass partly started its bottle. Which means Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are all evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Oh, hello there. Lock is open on the inside. Handprint. What's a handprint doing there? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and they left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little extra something. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not? Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point. So there was no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. So then, what does this handprint mean? Okay. Yeah, and I looked at the blood already. I don't think there's anything else here, so, I'll in or out. Door doesn't have a lock. No evidence. Smash window. Oh, just go inside. There's no evidence of any string or mechanism. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Maybe having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that, so the killer must have created a locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you will in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna just... Come on, I want to go over to the chem lab. Alright. There we go, there's Toko. And press the doorbell. For a few seconds. Huh? Huh? Who's there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
I was in such a good mood, too.
I was in such a good mood, too. She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? Obviously annoyed, Taka slithered around in the hall. What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I want to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet you. What? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Yaki already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted me to meet with Master too. I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, right? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get in the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. That Toko quickly retreated into her room. Alright. Next stop. Where is he? There he is, Yasuhiro. Press the doorbell. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. What? How did you know about that? What? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have you had your special abilities awakened in you? But... I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Bakya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well. When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura. No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around in his pockets. Oh, sorry, it looks like you don't have it anymore. A big goofy smile on his face, he pulled out his hands back up with the pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Huh? Ah! Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it up back up again and shoved it back in his pocket. Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back to his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Toko and Hero, what next? Crime scene again. Yeah, chem lab. Let's go to the chem lab first and then we'll go back to the scene of the crime. Chem lab, chem lab, chem lab. Confirm that there's poison, poison. Because, like, there's no way you're going to throw up blood from a head wound. That's much more likely to be a symptom of something else, if I'm being honest. Alright. Okay. So then it was this way. This way. All the way and then to the right. Let's go! Chem lab, chem lab. That's the data lab. There it is. Hello, Chem Lab. Makoto, did you have your eye into Chem Lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Well, see the shelf, can't get over. Take a closer look. 3 shelves have been connected to make one giant shelf. More importantly, powder that's been still in front of the shelf. Poison! Broken bottle that came from the shelf, but this is where the powder came from. Chemical C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. And this powder must have been spilled. That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. That really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Bunch of yellow. There are footprints, only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By way do you mean me? How kind of you to offer? Then unsufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work and before long got drawn a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me? So when you look at it like this, interesting. It appeared that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, and did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. These footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes, and then I'll confirm their size for myself. Can't think of a reason not to, so I currently did what's exactly did. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Now these fruits are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder. I mean, it's a broken bottle. Chem C4. Left footprints. There's some positioning on the left side. Powder would have spilled right around the time of the incident. All kinds of dietary supplements. Protein drink probably came from the shelf. Labeled with A number. But what's that C9 doing there? Only one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Haven't put it in here on accident. Shelf. Yeah. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived your life in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. You didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Focus on the shelf. The end number. Okay, don't worry too much. Nothing but dangerous chemicals, poisons, and other powerful chemicals. Labeled the letter C and a number. I should try to find more about the shelving unit. On the 3 sections, Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerned me is that Section A, there was a bottle labeled from Section C. There was a bottle of poison from, and what's a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Okay. I think I'm going to end the episode here, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!